Hi guys, welcome back to Forgetful Scholar. And this week's gonna be a little different. It is a book haul. It usually I do thrift book haul or library book hauls. Technically this is half thrift books and half new books because my little thrift store in my town has a section of new books. And I decided to treat myself this month, which I rarely do, and got some new books. And one I did order from Amazon. I know, shock, horror, gasp. But I really was so excited about it and I really wanted to read it. But we'll get to that. So 4 to 5, and I'll explain why. Because one of the books is 2 stories in one. It's from the same romance author. They are a historical romance author primarily. They also like kind of paranormal, because I remember reading one of their books a long time ago, loved it, have no idea what happened to it. It must have got lost in one of the numerous moves. They tend to do I believe it was a Viking love story around the 900s, but the lost city of Atlantis was still lost, well, hidden, and they continued growing in length and technology. So around the 900s, they had Atlantis had indoor plumbing. I remember that sticking out to me a lot, and I remember I enjoyed sort of the sci-fi romance mix to it, historical. I enjoyed that. And another one I think would be technically paranormal romance, because the main girl, she was a truth sayer, so she couldn't lie, but she could always tell when someone else lies. So I really liked that. So when I saw her, this author in the shelves, I was like, gimme. So I grabbed all of them. So let's start with the one that is a double. Dream of Me and Believe in Me. And this is Josie Litton. So this is, and it's kind of, there we go. Split in half. There we go. Okay. So, book 1. In Dream of Me, we meet Viking leader Wolf Harkinson as he embarks on a mission to kidnap Lady Simbra, a legendary beauty Wolf mistakenly believes is the cause of war. Instead, he discovers that she's a gifted healer who will challenge him to confront his deepest yearnings, and together they will become soulmates who forge a future blessed by peace. Okay, so that is Dream of Me. And then book 2, Believe in Me. The drama continues in Believe in Me, when the Saxon Lord Hawk, brother of Simbra, seeks to strengthen the alliance by wedding a Norse noblewoman. But Lady Krista arrives bearing many secrets, including her gift for seeing what others cannot. And as an unexpected love ignites, only Krista can sense a looming danger that threatens the peace, and Hawk as well. So, fun, right? That seems like kind of fun little book. So that's good. So that's the first 2 of the Josie Litton. Now, Josie Litton, Fountain of Dreams. Oh, wait a minute. I like to see when these books were published. So this is the original cover for Dream of Me. Okay, let's see if they have it. Okay. So I think this double book was copyrighted 2001. So I'm not sure when each individual story. I don't know if they have that. No, they don't. Okay. So Josie Litton, Fountain of Dreams, and this has that little page there. It's not the typical step back I like in romance novels. Hint, hint. But all right. And this was published 2003. Okay. Lovely, loyal, and strong-willed as her parents before her, Amelia Decourt is nonetheless entirely unprepared for her reaction to her family's compelling American visitor. The bold warrior turned reluctant diplomat is a match not only for her wits but also for her heart. Yet no sooner does Amelia discover the attraction is mutual than she learns of a secret that may destroy her happiness. Could the man she is so drawn to have an ulterior motive for returning her affection, or one that threatens to make them not lovers but enemies? Charged with a secret mission to investigate the sabotaging of American vessel bound for Okora, Niels has come to England in search of the truth that may bring 2 nations to the brink of war. His unexpected desire for Amelia is a complication he does not welcome but cannot escape. Just the 2 are destined to be together. They are destined to face the challenges that threaten to keep them apart. Only then will they be free to seal their love. All right. Interesting. I love the name Amelia, by the way. I just do. Okay. Okay, Josie Litton, Fountain of Secrets. All right, another little there. Okay, this is 2003. Man, she was like on the ball. All right. Strong-willed, beautiful Penelope. Persephone. Ugh. Everybody's like, oh, a girl's name that starts with B. Penelope. No, it's Persephone. And I always find it very hard to articulate that name, even though I think it's so pretty. Anyway, Persephone chooses to live alone on the island of Deimos. In the legendary kingdom of Okora, there she bears a secret so burdensome she risks sharing it with no one, including the English nobleman who has stumbled upon her isolated home. Gavin Hawkfort, son of English Earl and Achenorn Princess. Oh, so this is like the kid of Believe in Me. Okay, that's fun. I do like when romances do that. I like seeing the children of the romantic couple and, you know, their happy endings and everything like that. Okay, Core Princess has discovered an unsettling secret of his own. The volcano that originally formed his beloved island nation is stirring once again, threatening them all, including Persephone. As the two of them work to save Okora, their burning attraction becomes impossible to deny. But will destiny allow the couple to satisfy their duty to their homelands and their desire for each other? When the sins of the past collide with the dangers of the present, only love can fulfill the promise of an ancient legacy. Interesting. I'm gonna put that with believe in Me, since you know it's their kid. All right, and this is the last Josie Litton of this haul. I'm probably gonna be like, I gotta get all our books now. And this is September 2003. Damn, girl. These are probably all like reprints. So Josie Litton, Fountain of Fire. And this too has no. Oh, this one doesn't have it. Okay. Oh no, it does. All right. In a family of women who possess uncommon powers of seeing and knowing, Princess Cleo of Okora was blessedly ordinary, or so she thought until her trip to England and the visions. Had she had her fascination with the past caused her to hallucinate, or had the ancestral gift finally awakened in her? She feared it was the latter. The gift was sure signal of impending peril, and there was tense times for a nation mourning the death of their king and skeptical of their young queen. But what was Chloe? I'm pronouncing it Chloe because it's Clio. I'm just gonna pronounce Chloe. Anyway, part in it. And might her compelling host, the master of Hollywood, Hollywood, yeah, it's like Holy Hood, Hollywood, be involved. William Earl of Ulster had never met a woman like Cleo. The ladies he knew would never rummage for relics in ancient crypts, emerging muddied and undeniably lovely. Her spirit had him dazzled and determined to get her out of Hollywood immediately. A secret agent guarding Queen Victoria for assassination. Will is prepared to risk himself, but not Cleo. Yet Cleo cannot ignore the danger her gift foretells, or the attraction to Will. When the danger hour comes, they will have to trust the power of their beginning love to save them and England. So it's really fascinating, and I love kind of this idea of, you know, Atlantis surviving, but it's hidden nation and it coming out of the shadows and all this stuff, and the women having these powers because the myth of Cassandra, how she foretold the end of Atlantis and how no one heeded her warning, affected the opposites, you know. So that I'm fascinated. So I'm gonna enjoy diving into those. Oops, sorry. So for this one, I'm gonna go into the new books I picked up. I'm gonna leave the one that I got from Amazon for last. Okay. So this one, I think someone in my town gets Loot Crate or Fairy Loot or Owl Crate or something, because look at these sprayed edges, because I've seen this book in those openings. Now, Abigail Owen, The Games Gods Play. Now, okay, I'm gonna just read you the synopsis and then we'll get into it. In the back of it says, she'll fight for her life for the god of death. Okay. The gods love to play with us mere mortals, and every 100 years we let them. I've never been favored by the gods, far from it, thanks to Zeus. Living as a curse office clerk for the Order of Thieves, I just keep my head down and hope the copious beings who rule from Olympus don't notice me. Not not an easy feat given San Francisco is Zeus's paragon city, but I make do. I survive until the night I was tangled with a different god, the worst god, Hades. For the first time ever, the ruthless mercurial king of the underworld has entered the crucible. The deadly contest the gods hold to determine a new leader sits on the throne of Olympus. But instead of fighting their own battles, the gods name mortals to compete in their stead. So why in the underworld did Hades choose me, a sarcastic nobody with a curse on her shoulders, as his champion? And why does my heart trip every time he says I'm his? I don't know if I'm a pawn, bait, or something else entirely. To this dangerous, tempting god, how can I, when he has more secrets than stars in the sky? Because Hades is playing by his own rules, and death will win at any cost. So, like, the synopsis really got me, you know? Because, I mean, I love sprayed edges, but I'm not going to buy a book based on sprayed edges. And, like, this is really beautiful. I love that it's San Francisco. I don't know why that makes me laugh. These end pages, gorgeous. Like, it's a beautiful book. And that's why I think someone in my town has Fairy Loot and didn't like the book. And then, here we go. Very beautiful. I mean, that's fair, you know. I like books other people don't, and people like books I don't, so I try not to judge it on that. When I listen to a book review, I look for certain things that's going to turn me off, like trigger warnings and things like that. This was published 2024. Okay. So, never read this author before, so I'm kind of excited. The fact that she's award-winning author makes me nervous because I don't have good luck with those. Now, originally, it bothered me because this here, behind the unnecessary ornate axes, that, I believe, is a Nordic Viking rune? No, rune, helm, right? I think helm of, I'm not going to pronounce it correctly. I have to do some research. I probably should just, like, grab my research books that's right there, but I'm not going to make... You watch me go through my research materials to find out, because it's been a while since I studied myths and things like that. So that kind of bothered me. Like the ornate axes, these to me do not look like Greek or Roman axes. Greek and Roman axes, like the ones they took into battle, were pretty. They're not there for the aesthetic, right? They're there to kill a man, right? I do believe there was an axe, a Scandinavian axe that was pretty ornate. I think if I could find out, put up a picture. So. Going past the unnecessarily ornate axes, which I guess is supposed to have Zeus right there, and it's over something that is like a Viking rune. So I was like, oh, maybe different gods are in this book, maybe. And if not, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. I'm going to try not to be. Because I think we all learned with lessons in chemistry how sometimes the authors have absolutely no say what the covers look like. And I'm trying to remember that. I feel like the cover artist was like, oh, well, this looks old-fashioned-y, but yes. And I see the trident there. Yeah. But the trident actually isn't, like, I mean, it's not the symbol of Hades. You know, I see lightning bolt, okay, Zeus. A lute, okay, Apollo. You know what I mean? Bow and arrow, okay, Artemis. But I don't see anything. And, like, Hades' symbol was his helm. His, helmet, like a Greek-looking helmet that made him invisible. Even Cerberus, the three-headed dog, you know, that symbolism, like, it wasn't technically his symbol, but people would get it, right? So I am curious about that, especially since there's no symbolism for Hades on the cover. Especially since they use, like, Hades. So, like, Hades and Zeus, that's Greek terminology. It's not, you know, Jupiter or Pluto, which is the Roman. Okay, because these axes just don't... Okay, I gotta stop. The axes look almost more Gaelic to me than... I'll be honest, I didn't study ancient weaponry, so, I mean, I have a hobby and unique fascination with it, hence my sword collection, but that wasn't my area of expertise, but I'm pretty sure this behind the axes is Nordic, so... I'm also going to try really, really hard not to let that influence me because, again, how much control could the author have had on the cover, you know? So I'm trying not to let that bother me, but a part of me is like, what the hell's going on? All right. Okay. So this one is a Dungeons and Dragons book. You guys know I'm a big nerd, love Dungeons and Dragons. So is the FallBacks, Bound for Ruin by Jaleigh Johnson. And if you remember, I read her book to The Road to Nevermore, and that was a prelogue to the movie that you didn't really have to, the Dungeons & Dragons movie, that you didn't have to read to enjoy the movie. I mean, Chris Pine, like, how can I not? Anyway, so I like the cover. It makes me think of their guidebooks. Let's see. I think, yes, this was in the new section. Yeah, 2004. Okay. I love the little, like, do you see the little monster holding it, like, ooh, so cute. I know it's weird to think that's cute, but, like, I do. All right, don't judge me. Anyway, one day they might be the most legendary adventures in Fun For now, they're the FallBacks, and that's the back cover, and I love, you know, right there. Okay, so let's go. Okay. Welcome to the Round Adventures. This party needs to survive to become the renowned adventurers. This party needs to survive their first job. Tussle Lynn. I'm just gonna go with that because that is a really hard word for my brain to contemplate. Is an ambitious young rogue who dreams of leading Farun's foremost adventuring party. While the crew is gathered isn't the stuff of legends yet, she's confident her guidance can get them there. The team: Aston, a fighter, Onston, who is a fighter too stubborn to stay down even when the odds are stacked against him. Okay. And when I read this, I'm like, oh, okay, so they have this trait, they have this feat. Yes. I play role-playing games with my friends. And I'm nowhere near the expert level they are, but they're wonderful teachers and I've been learning a lot. It's a lot of fun. Stay down. Kevin, a self-taught wizard determined to test her theoretical metal against the real world. Baldric, a cleric who refuses to tie himself to a single deity when he can trade favors with them all. Ooh, interesting. Lark, a bard with many secrets and songs. And of course, Oogie, a monstrous pet. Otorg, who loves giving hugs and eating trash. That's so cute. Their first job, recovering a mysterious spellbook from a lost temple for a hefty payout. Tess hopes that this assignment can turn her group into fledgling freelancers into a true team. But when their client is killed, their coin and his murder both vanish, leaving the party to take the fall. Stuck with the sentient, bloodthirsty Grimoire and pursued by mercenaries and the undead. This is hardly the mission Tess envisioned. Her crew must save the day, get the gold, and clear the party's name, which they haven't even agreed on yet. With the threats against them mounting, a single mistake will see this party over before it even begins. Can this band of mismatched misfits stay together in the face of danger, or are they bound for ruin? That sounds so much fun. And that really sounds like someone's personal party and what happened to them, which I'm not going to lie, I'm going to have fun reading that. Now this one is a murder mystery, and I've been really wanting to get one of his books for a while. It's Richard Osmand, We Solve Murders. I think this is the beginning of his new series because the Thursday Murder Club was so successful. I enjoy Richard Osmand and his Pointless show in BBC BritBox because I watch a lot of random stuff. It's 2024. I especially liked him in, I think he was in Would I Lie to You, which was a lot of fun. But I loved him best in his Taskmaster. I love the Taskmaster show. In his series, that was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm really interested in reading this, so let's go. Solving murders, it's a family business. Steve Wheeler is enjoying retired life. He still does the odd bits of investigation work, but he prefers his familiar routines. The pub quiz, his favorite bench, his cat waiting for him at home. His days of adventuring are over. Adrenaline is... Oh. Adrenaline is daughter-in-law's Amy's job now. Okay. Amy Wheeler thinks adrenaline is good for the soul. Working private security every day is dangerous. She's currently on a remote island protecting mega best-selling author Rosie Denanto until a dead body and a bag of money means trouble in paradise. So she sends an SOS to the only person she trusts. Okay. A thrilling race around the world begins. Can Amy and Steve outrun and outsmart their killer? So this is fun. This is a oh, that's cute. It's like a father-in-law, daughter-in-law, crime-solving team. But I think that's cute. I think that's cute. I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay. I hope I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy it. Positive thing. I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay. So now we're up to the one that I bought on Amazon. I know. But like when I saw this make the rounds and all the loot crates and stuff, I was so excited about it because I love K-dramas. I know. I'm surprised too. But I enjoy them. They're cute. They're sweet. And in the middle of them, I want to punch everybody in the face. And by the end, I'm happy with the HEA. And I'm just like, you know. I like She Was Beautiful. She Was Pretty. Weightlifting Fairy. An older one with Devil in the name I can't remember off the top of my head. Right now I'm watching My Sweet Mobster. So when I say I watch K-dramas, I mean it. And this seems like a K-drama in a book. So it's Sophia Kim's The Gods and the God and the Gumiho. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know this is like the nine-tailed fox in Korean mythology. Okay, and this is just, the standard copy. It's not the gorgeous Loot Crate one, which is fine. Again, sprayed edges, gorgeous. Do I need them to enjoy a book? No. Do I think they're pretty? Yes. 2024 is when it was published. Obviously, it's brand new. I see a lot of people unpack it. I have yet to see someone read it and review it. So I'm like, I can't wait any longer. I really want to read it. So... He's a fallen god. She's a shape-shifting fox. They'll do anything to outsmart each other. Anything except fall in love. Okay. Okay. Kim Honey, the once terrible Gumiho known as the Scarlet Fox, spends her days working at a cafe and trying not to let a certain customer irk her. I'm gonna butcher these names. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do it as respectfully as I can, but because I grew up bilingual English and Spanish, sometimes when I see foreign words, I default to like the Spanish pronunciation, so I 100% apologize. A trickster god thrown from the heavens for his attempt at a coup spends his days hunting demons and irking a particular Gumiho. When a demon of darkness escapes the underworld and the Scarlet Fox emerges from hiding before quickly vanishing, Sokaga. I'm sorry. It's Seokga. So is offered a chance at redemption. Kill them both, and his sins will be forgiven. But Hani, and that's Hani, is prepared to do anything to prevent Sokaga from bringing her to justice. Anything that is, except fall in love. So I had to. I had to. I'm a little nervous. I'm always a little nervous reading a new author, especially if I'm this excited about it, because, I hate disappointment. But, and even for the standard cover, I think that's beautiful art. There's, a snake wrapped around his staff. You see the fox and the tails wrapping around him. You see the city skyscape behind them. And in the back, you see it more, So, I hope I like it. I hope, honestly, when you get books, you hope you like all of them, right? So that's this book haul this week. And I will say, this is probably the one I spent the most at, probably because I bought newer books. But total, all 1, 2, 4. So all these 8 to 9, because if you count this double book as 1 or 2, so that depends. If you count it as 1, 8 books. If you count it as 2, 9 books. 9 books for $40. I mean, that's not so bad, right? That's not so bad. So that... Okay, I don't want too much time for me to get back to the real world. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.